Hi, I'm Vanya from Designer Italy, and I specialize in crafting highly personalized trips to Italy for independent travelers. Today, I'm sharing a 9-day custom itinerary I crafted for clients, a couple who wanted a trip filled with food, wine, relaxation, and authentic experiences. Their trip began in Bologna, passed through the Food Valley, continued to Lake Garda, and ended in Verona. So, stick around until the very end to learn how you can download the full itinerary and even adapt it for your own trip. Let's get started. Day 1. The couple arrived in Bologna with their private light aircraft. So here is a beautiful shot over the Apennines just before landing at Bologna Airport. Of course, Bologna Airport is one of Italy's major airports, so you can also fly in on regular commercial flights. Their private transfer was waiting to take them to a luxury apartment in the city center. And day one, we kept it light, just a dinner at one of Bologna's oldest trattorias, dating back to 1937. On day two, they joined a local cook for a market tour and private cooking class, preparing three types of pasta paired with local wine. In the afternoon, they met their guide for a walking tour in the historic center, and it happened to be the feast of Saint Petronius, Bologna's patron saint and a 5th century bishop. So they joined the local celebrations with ceremonies in Piazza Maggiore and a warm, authentic atmosphere. On day three, they picked up their rental car and headed into the food valley. Their first stop was a traditional balsamic vinegar producer where they toured the acetaya, tasted aged vinegar, and enjoyed a light lunch. Late that afternoon, they checked in into a peaceful countryside relay, and there were no activities planned, just time to relax and unwind. Day 4 was dedicated to prosciutto. They visit a family run Parma ham factory that's been operating since 1968. A guided tour took them through the full process, and of course, it ended with a tasting. The next morning, day number 5, started early with a private guided visit to a Parmesan cheese dairy. And timing here is key. This is when production happens in the morning, so it's important to be there early. They also got to witness the opening of a whole wheel, which is always a special moment. And later, after the visit, they drove north to Lake Garda and checked into a boutique relay with stunning lake views. Day 6 was all about the lake. They explored the town of Latise at a slow pace, then took a private sunset boat tour to Sirmione, passing by its medieval castles and the grottos of Catullus. On day 7, they headed into the Valpolicella wine region for a wine tasting with lunch at the local winery. The focus was on deep reds and simple regional food, all in amazing setting. Day 8, their final full day brought them to Verona. They checked into a boutique suite in the historic center and spent the afternoon exploring the city, from Juliet's house to the Roman theater and lively piazzas. On day 9, they drove back to Bologna just under 2 hours and took off from the airport in their private aircraft. So, if this itinerary inspired you, you can download the full version using the link below. And of course, if you're planning a trip to Italy and want it done your way, book a one on one call to apply to work with me again in the link in the description. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and tell me what you think about this itinerary in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.